Very, very lucky to have them here today joining us for this special episode. Please welcome Brandon and Tanya, a.k.a. Cypher, to the show. Here they come. I love it. I love it. Look at these outfits.
There you go.
Hey. Look at these outfits.
Brandon clean, Cypher clean. I like that Cypher outfit, sir.
Hi, everybody. What's up, DJ?
What up, man? I had to bring my.
Look at this excitement. Everyone's got a wand.
Yeah, I had to rock out my wand. I had to do that.
Everyone's got a wand. I'm loving it. Would you like to take your seats?
Oh, yes. You see, let me try to get over this.
Put away that wand, though.
I'm gonna keep my wand the entire time, so I'm gonna keep it somewhere.
Tanya, I want to compliment you specifically on. Well, actually, let's do both of you. Let's do Cypher first. Cypher, I want to compliment you first. This is a lovely, very summery outfit that you're wearing here. How did you decide on this outfit for the show?
It was super cute. My character was otherwise wearing like grubby shorts and like water shoes and a bandana, and I was like, I'm gonna go visit someone, be on a show, be kind of cute for the summer. And IRL, I would actually wear this outfit, which that includes the gym shoes. But I was like, it's cute, it's summery, but it's not formal, which kind of fits me IRL. So It works out.
I love it. And Brandon, what this is like a kind of like a Tron kind of vibe. What's going on with you?
Yeah, I was playing Animal Crossing a few days ago, and someone suggested that I would try out this outfit. So sorry, I got up and I just wanted to kind of show it off real quick.
I think it's the red winkle pickers are really what set it off.
Yes,
it's the shoes.
The red shoes are what really does it. I just love it. But yeah, it's like a trout outfit, and then I had like red dress shoes, and then someone got me the glasses, which I actually own a pair of those glasses, which was really great. And yeah, my character is I feel like he's just like on all of his own, just doing his own. Yeah,
I love it. I love it. Take a seat, sir.
All right, there we go.
All right, Cypher, I know in particular that you've got, and DJ, I know you've got your flight is leaving soon, and Cypher, I know you've only got about an hour to share with us. So thank you for the time that you are giving us. DJ, do you need to leave, or do you have a few minutes? What's your flight?
I've got a couple
situation?
minutes. I wanted to at least hang out for a few minutes while we got to chat with Cypher and Brandon, because they are two of my favorite people. I didn't want to just like say hi and then immediately dip. So a couple minutes, and then I got to catch my flight.
Let's do it. Guys, tell me about Cypher and Brandon. Tell me about Rivals of Waterdeep. I know you just came from recording the latest episode of that podcast. Tell me about. I looked it up on the website here, and I'm feeling like it might be my kind of podcast. If for no other reason other than I'm just gonna get it up on the screen right now. The most recent episode, episode number 1.6, episode 64, is simply called Fart. So I'm feeling like right off the bat that this might be my kind of content.
Oh,
it says
my
here,
God.
The synopsis reads, "The truth about the snails are revealed, and an old ally helps in the final battle." Like right away, you've got your hooks into me. Like I got to have this content.
I think I remember what episode that was. Tanya, was that the episode where like the acorn kept farting or something? Knock knock.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Latia's character and Eric Coker tried to like peck it open, not knowing anything about knock knock, and we're like, "Give us that acorn. That is our friend."
How long have you been doing this Rivals of Waterdeep D&D podcast?
For a while. It's been officially 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
This past week, I think. Yeah.
What was Thursday? Whatever Thursday's date was our second anniversary, and it's actually a stream, and we released also an audio version.
Got it.
Yeah, so we're actually on Watsy's D&D or Twitch channel.
What is the URL of that channel? We'll drop that into the chat for you.
Twitch.tv/D&D.
Just D&D?
Jinx.
Yeah, the letters D and D.
D&D or D and D ampersand D?
D and D and I'll write it like D and D.
I got it. Oh yeah, I see it. I see it right here. Okay, great.
It sounds weird though when you say it like that.
We got it. Miss Envy's on the case. I don't know why I always feel like I need to do this myself, because my mods are actually really on the ball here. Thank you for that. I gotta admit to you too, and this is kind of a big gap in my nerd armor, and I'm ashamed to admit it in front of such a large audience right now, because we are on the Twitch front page. I've never played D&D ever.
I didn't either before the show started, which is
what I'm on the, by the way, this is not me like asking you to do this for me, but just in general, I need to find like a mature D&D group that would be willing to onboard a newbie into it and put up with all my questions and all my newbiness? Like, is that like, I just kind of feel like it's not, if you haven't always been into D&D, it feels like it's a hard world to get into. But Brandon, you just said that you weren't into it a couple of years ago, and now here you are with your own D&D show.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, like, I think Tanya could talk about this because she was actually the one who started this whole thing up, and I had no experience before we started this show. And through playing with this group, I've like learned how it all works. But I'll let Tanya explain how this all happened, and it probably be very helpful, like for people who haven't played D&D before.
Tanya, tell us about it.
Rivals Waterdeep started with Greg Tito over at Wizards reaching out to me and a couple other folks going, hey, do you know some people that'd be down for a stream show to the D&D channel and of varying skill levels? Because even though everyone goes at the diversity angle talking about our show, the core tenet is we're showing anyone can learn D&D, because so many people look at it and they see the character sheet and they think, oh my God, I need a math degree and there's all these dice and I need to know every single rule. You don't. And Gary, I am happy to teach you to play D&D. If we could get away with it in Animal Crossing, I would so do it that way.
Oh my God.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
Premium content right there. We should absolutely do that. Why aren't we doing that right now? Like, let's do that. I'm going to take you up on the offer right now.
We can figure that out.
It's out there.
We can figure it out.
This was just live streamed. You cannot go back on that now. Like, it's out there. It's in the air supply.
I'm not going back on it.
I am not kidding. I'm not kidding around. I seriously have been looking for someone to kind of handhold me into the D&D world so I can finally plug this gap in my nerd armor. And this might now be the way to do it. What well, so let me ask, give me a little preview, like in terms of like onboarding me into the world of D&D, like how would you introduce a newbie like me into that world?
Sure that you either have physical books or an account on D&D Beyond, #sponsored, because they do sponsor our show. And I would give you a pre-generated character, but explain, like, what does my armor class mean? What does this score mean? Like, why do I have, like, why your lowest score is your lowest score? I would dissuade you from being a magic user for your very first character, because you got to keep track not just of your weapons, but of your spell slots and how many spells do I know today? Did I sleep and did I get all that back? And I would walk you through a pre-written module, not a homebrew, because homebrew people have their own rules and stuff that they want to do, and they throw in all this extra content. So I would do like something out of the player's handbook or out of any of the number of books out there, and get you comfortable with, like, how do I make decisions? What does it mean if I get a 16 on an attack roll versus a 16 on a search or a wisdom or something like that? And just make sure that, like, if it's confusing, we stop, we take our time, and not just go, here's the book, here's an adventure, good luck, here's some dice, be well. Because that's what a lot of people get thrown in to the deep end with. They don't have anyone to kind of walk through with them and just go, hey, what is your character's background? Do you want to be more narrative, or do you want to go into a dungeon and just kill, enemies you come across? And what do you want out of the game? Because a friend of mine got turned off it really badly because she kept finding people that just wanted to go into dungeons and spend 8 hours in a dungeon crawl, just like slaughtering kobolds or whatever. And there was no story. I think
if you ask me, like, personally, what I would respond to, I would want like a DM who's like a good immersive storyteller, because that's what I respond to in gaming anyway. I need a good. I can't just be whacking kobolds for the sake of it. Like, I need to know what have these kobolds done to me? Like, what do I have against these kobolds? I need some kind of narrative context for what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And our show is very narrative. We're not very combat driven, but also...
That's so true, yeah.
Yeah, but also, and Brandon can attest this because he's seen me on other shows, there's other systems you can learn that are not as complex.
Mm-hmm.
You could kind of ease your way in with a system like the age system that Dragon Age uses, which is 3 6-sided die. That's all you need.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this wouldn't be completely alien. This wouldn't be completely alien to me. I mean, I am a video gamer. I mean, like, the concept of like hit points and character sheets and attributes and things like that. I'm familiar with those concepts in general from having just played a lot of computer RPGs. But the D&D way of approaching that's very specific, and I feel like there would still be quite a bit for me to learn.
But I mean, Brandon, you can speak to that. And DJ plays D&D. So
yes. Yeah, When I first started playing, I had absolutely no idea what I was getting myself into. We started making my character, And I guess I kind of learned along the way. Like, I don't know everything about the game, but I would say as a player now, I'm even more confident with the fact that, like, Tanya has been mentioning D&D Beyond, which I use. It has like virtual dice on there. So if like you're not really good at math like I am and doing quick math sometimes, it adds it up for you, and it adds up all the other stuff like with extra points and stuff. And then you can read through the different actions or spells. So it's not just like, I think it's like a learning curve that you take your time. And then the good thing about our group is that whenever I've had a question, especially it's been live in front of all these people, everybody has like stepped in to help and let me know like how the game works if I had a question. So it's just always about trying to find that group of people who are willing to be helpful from the get-go. If they're not willing to help, then it's probably not going to be a good group for you.
Alicia Hayes, $10. Alyssa, $25. Oscar Ivan, $20. Emilio, $50. Adam Nickerson, that can't be right, $100. J Hugs, $100. Andrew Rivera, $10. Anonymous, $20. Punk Defied,
Wow.
$150. We're now at $8,927, just barely over, a shade over $1,000 to get us to that $10,000 goal, and we can all have a big celebration. Thank you so much for everyone who has donated so far. I'm really, really impressed with all the generosity here, and I know we're going to hit that $10,000 goal before we're done here today. I'm not going to leave until we hit it. Like, if I have to stick around, we're gonna get it done. All right, so listen, I'm definitely taking you up on this RPG deal. I finally want to crack this nut. I want to do it, and I feel like you good people would help me do that in a way that is accessible and not intimidating to me, because I watch like the Penny Arcade, like the Acquisitions Incorporated stuff, and I love what they do. They're good storytellers. It almost feels like the actual like rolling the dice and that kind of stuff is almost secondary to just the communal storytelling experience that you're having. At least to me, that feels like a big part of the appeal.
Yeah, and I think for our show, why people like it is because the story is really good. We have all done a really good job by telling the stories of these different characters. They start off not knowing each other and come together and just kind of go on this journey together. That we've seen a lot of character development with each character of how like we learn about their past and how it affects them now in the future. I know that my character, he is very rebellious and does just kind of random things, and he kind of acts like a child, but there's moments where he gets really serious about situations, especially like for Tanya's character, there's been a few situations where her character was hurt, and my character got really emotional about it because Tanya's character has been very protective of him and helping him learn to grow as a person. Because my character's been an orphan most of his life, so we do tell these really deep stories, and some of them, some of the storylines that we talk about, it kind of involves like stuff that's happened in my own life, and that's how I've been able to tell some of these stories through my character, because I kind of use what happens to me to make it feel more real, I would say.
Brandon, what kind of character do you play?
My character, he is a high elf sorcerer. He tends to burn a lot of things and like burns like the environment by mistake. That's happened quite a few times. He likes to use daggers, but most of the time he cannot find these daggers as well. But yeah, my character, when it comes to fighting, he's not the greatest, but there's a lot of comical elements to some of the fighting sequences that we've had where he's like I had a bad roll and I spent most of like a battle looking for a dagger the whole time. So it's just interesting. Yeah.
And so is Cypher of Tyr, is that your character? Is that where the name comes from? Your D&D character?
No, my character's name is Celise Astorio, and she is an older paladin with an oath of vengeance, because with this current edition of D&D, paladins are no longer held to being lawful good, and it makes me super happy, because basically she is out for blood. She's out for blood.
Yeah, she is.
You can be like a dark paladin? That's interesting.
You can take an oath of vengeance, you can take an oath of, I believe, heroism, and in her case, and I regret it a little bit now because I fell into the bury your gaze trope, because her wife was killed in front of her, and she's like, oh, I got you, I'm gonna find you, and so she became a paladin in search of vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is one thing. I know you said you would want to start me with like a pre-baked character, but that would be the fun part for me, would be coming up with the backstory of the character and the narrative and the origin story. Like as a writer, that's the fun part for me. That's how the Book of Eli was created. I got invited to a Halloween party, and kind of dressed up like a post-apocalyptic warrior guy and got all up in, coming up with the character. And that ended up in being kind of informing the character that Denzel Washington ended up playing, just because I was goofing around with a character for a Halloween costume. It's amazing how these things can kind of come from the unlikeliest of places. Brandon, how long? So I'm very impressed. I love as you know, I'm very envious. I'm very covetous of your stream. And just your aesthetic that you've got going here. I've been going on for days now about how good your stream looks and how I covet this look. And in fact, I just dropped about $1,000 on camera equipment so that I could.
Wow, I'm not shocked.
Brandonize. I want to Brandonize my stream. And I'm going to show a clip from your stream because you had an amazing moment this week where your subs basically exploded.
Yes.
And I'm going to show a little clip here.
Hey, but before you show that clip,
what's up?
I think we have another flight ready to go.
Oh, we do? DJ, is your flight here?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to let DJ go.
All right.
DJ, thank you. And I just noticed that you just dropped another donation into the chat. DJ Knight, $23.69.
Nice.
More and more, $10.
Nice.
Director Stephanie, $1. Bats, $1. Miss Envy, $5.55. Anonymous, $5. Rihanna Manuel with another $5. And Eclectics, $1. Every dollar counts. $8,979.24. Very close to breaking the $9,000 barrier. And I think $10,000, it's going to be all downhill from here. We will make that easily. DJ, thank you so much for coming on the show. We're going to get you back and have a longer conversation with you.
I would love to come back.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming. And did you get your gift? Did you get your show gift?
I did get my gift.
Okay, great.
I believe you call it the shitty raccoon.
It's the shitty raccoon. Do you have a bad joke for us?
I do have a bad joke.
All right, take the stage, sir.
All right, let's get in the stage. Let's get here in place and whatnot. Let's put this away. All right. What was Forrest Gump's email password?
I don't know. What was Forrest Gump's email password?
1 Forrest 1.
All right. Okay. All right, I'm taking it.
Oh my god.
I'm taking it.
Oh my god.
I'm taking it.
Here for you.
Oh my god.
I don't want to give DJ the credit for it, but we did just go over $9,000. I really want to believe that those two events weren't related, but we did just go over $9,000. Now at $9,077. There's Cypher with $50. Cypher, thank you so much for the donation.
Nice.
Liquid Circuit Gaming $5. Anonymous $20. Fred Goes Kyle $276. 12 deck boxes $5. Sharif Jackson $20. My goodness, look at that. 9,082 now. We are closing in. I don't know. What did we like that joke? I don't know. I'm kind of in two minds about it.
I like that one. I thought it was really funny.
I'm taking it.
I do have a backup,
taking it.
but if you want the backup, I can give you the backup.
Yeah, let's hear it. I mean, the more the merrier. The more jokes, the better.
What's the difference between geology and geography?
I don't know. What's the difference between geometry and geology?
Geology rocks, but geography is where it's at.
Wait, sorry, I screwed up the line. Do it because I screwed up the feeder line. Do it. Let's do that again.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Start over.
Geology rocks.
Yes.
But geography is where it's at.
Okay. All right. Okay. I like that one.
Good for you. All right. It's been a blast.
Oh
Thanks for having me.
DJ, thanks so much for coming. Have a safe flight back to the mainland. We loved having you. Thank you. Adriana Van Uyen with $5 and Colleen with $25. Creeping up on it, 9,112. I think we're going to hit it and probably surpass it easily. Thank you so much, everyone who's donated so far. So, Brandon, I'm going to show this clip. This was a clip from earlier this week where all kinds of crazy things were popping off on your stream. Let's show this clip right now.
I think that's 1,000 subs. Is that 1,000 subs? Is that 1,000 subs? Is that 1,000 subs? Is that 1,000 subs? Let's take a look. Let's take a quick look here. Looky-see. You guys are, oh my god. Y'all. Hold the phone. Wait, hold on. We hit 1,000 subs in the first 8 minutes of this stream.
All right, so Brandon, just give me the full that was not a normal day at the office for you.
Definitely not.
Give me as we've got a new guest flying in right now. We're going to go to the airport cam, but while that's happening, just give me the full context of what was going on there. People were just like showering you, making it rain with subs. Like what precipitated that? What was going on?
So obviously with all the stuff that's going on in the world, there has been a new spotlight on Black content creators, and so I that was actually the stream that I think that was the second stream that I was trying to get to 1,000 subs. I started off last week with under 200 subs. That's how it started, and all this started on Wednesday. We got to 700 subs on Wednesday, and then Thursday I think that was when we hit 1,000. It's just because the spotlight, there's more people who are seeing my channel and everybody else's channel as well. And it was just crazy. I've never seen that number in my life, so it's been kind of insane. Now we're sitting at 2,000 subs now at this point.
You're at 2,000?
Yeah, we're at 2,100 subs right now.
I don't want to look at my channel right now because I feel like I'll get sub envy if I look at it.
Yeah, so it's really insane. And I guess it feels great because I haven't changed as a person. My content has been the same, and everybody is coming in and seeing like how my channel is and how welcoming my community is. That's one of the things that I'm mostly proud of, is that the fact that people are coming in and they're like, wow, your community is like really awesome. Because we've been cultivating this great community that I have. Like we raise a lot of money for charity and all this stuff. We're all there for each other, and we have a lot of open-minded people in there. It's just been a really crazy experience. It's been a crazy few days. Like last night, we raised, I think it was $569 for, and we split that from all the mods just to thank them for all their hard work for the last 5 years on this channel for me. I'm still not used to it. I'm not used to all this attention because it's like I feel like I haven't been seen for a long time, and to kind of have this veil kind of ripped out of nowhere is kind of shocking, but I'm getting used to it, and I'm glad that people are hearing my voice and understanding, and they see my heart, that all of this is genuine. It's not like a show. This is really the kind of person I am. So
and in talking to you and Tanya before the show, I think you both touched on this point that as great as that is, it's also a little bit bittersweet that it took something as terrible as this for the focus to land on you the way that it has. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah. Or Ty, you go first since
It's all the time. We're both like, you. It's been rough because, like Brandon said, we've both been in the space for years. Brandon, you've been on Twitch what, 5-6 years?
Yeah.
It's my 3-year partner anniversary. Been streaming on Twitch going on 6 years. And this is what I've done. Like, I've improved my stream over the years, but still the same grumpy person, still the same commentary you're going to get on streams, and still the same salty commentary. And I get annoyed with Stardew Valley because I can't learn to fish. And then we switch games. But it's, all of these people that, on the one hand, great, people are finally seeing our content, but I was chatting with some folks last night after we did a mouse guard game on my channel of, I would give back every single dollar. I would give up streaming. I would give up all of this if all of these people were still alive.
Yep, I feel the same exact way. Like I've talked about that a few times. That I feel guilty because it's like, we have been putting in the work. We have been doing all these great things, and like all of us are really, I feel like a lot of us are close and we know each other, so we see each other's like successes and achievements. So it's like when this happened, it's not just about just about me. It's about all of us, that we are now having this spotlight on us, but at the cost of Black people dying in this kind of way. And just like Tanya said, I would not want this attention if it didn't have to do with what's happening. It's hard. It's hard.
I do salute you though for taking this situation and turning it into creating an opportunity for a tremendous force for good. Tanya, I asked you to send me a clip of something from your channel, and you did, and we're going to show that. But first, you sent me a message that said, "This is better than any clip I can come up with. I'm going to show that in just a moment. But I mean, a lot of people have been, we're fundraising right now. This is not a new idea. Lots of people have been kind of jumping on the fundraising bandwagon, and everyone's trying to kind of pitch in and help out, and that's wonderful. But what you did just this past week was just incredible. I'm going to show this little clip that got put out by on the official Twitch Twitter account. Let me see if I can pull this thing up without actually auto playing it. Hold on a second. Let's see. Where are we? I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do this over there. I'm going to...
Funny story. I didn't know that tweet was coming until an hour before it went out.
Oh, you didn't? I'm gonna run the clip right now, which is this little montage, this little clip package that Twitch put out, and then on the other side of this, we'll kind of talk about the full context of it. Here we go. Here's the clip.
Across the country and across the world, so we are trying to raise money. We are raising money. Oh, we just hit it.
We just 100,000. Yeah. Someone says my 11-year-old special needs son offered his $15 from his piggy bank.
Oh my god.
That's gonna make me cry.
How can I use my small Twitch platform to raise Black voices going forward? Host Black streamers. Follow Black streamers, follow Black people on Twitter and see what we're talking about.
If you have the ability to share, to be in their streams, to tweet their posts, go to them. Don't make them come to you.
$134,000, my God.
I can't even imagine how you're feeling right now, Tanya.
I don't even know what to do with myself right now.
So, my goodness, that really was something else. Tanya, what again, a lot of people have been fundraising this week. You started with a really, really, really modest goal. It was just like $500. It was like really small, right? Like a $500 or something like that, and ended up raising, I mean, give me the numbers. Like, it was an immense, like, I'm just reading the Twitch, it started a $500 goal for Bail Project, turned into over 100,000 in a single stream. And your current, I'm sure it's even higher by now, but as of 22 hours ago, your current total stood at over $283,000. What was it about this stream that caused it to blow up to such an extent?
Honestly, I'm still flummoxed by this, but I was streaming and Brandon did the Scarathon. I just come off of a month of fundraising for St. Jude, and I'm like, there's no way people are going to have extra money, or they're not going to be like, we just donated like almost $11,000. What makes you think we have yet more to give in times of pandemic and people losing their jobs? So I was like, $500, no way that this will happen, or it'll take a while. And so I started Animal Crossing, started chatting with folks, and I was on for a while, and people destroyed that $500. They're like, oh, you had a goal. That was cute. That was adorable. And, it's something that people are feeling very strongly about. A lot of people, because we can't go anywhere, that normally would spend that money traveling and going to conventions, have extra money. And I was stress texting with Matt Mercer because as the numbers went up, I was like, oh my God, what is happening here? And then I had a meeting and I was like, oh, I should. And the stream people were like, no, you're like at $20-something thousand. Go to your meeting. We'll entertain people. So I opened the island. Friends came and hung out. I was on my laptop and I was watching on my main monitor, and people were chatting. And then I didn't realize this, but like a lot of the Critical Role folks had tweeted it. Gail Simone had tweeted it, and it just snowballed. And then I was like, okay, I'm making the goal a little higher and a little bit more. And then people were like, just go for 100,000. I was like, get out of here. Let's be realistic here. And then like in the middle of me kind of freaking out, because I'm so glad I didn't have a camera on that day, because you would have seen like an oh my God freak out.
I mean, it sounded like you were getting a little bit choked up there towards the end.
Oh, I was. I cried like 8 times during that stream.
It was a long stream too.
Because it was 10. It wound up being 10 and a half hours. No, it's fine. It wound up being 10 and a half hours. And then I was like, okay, I'm cutting it off at 10.5 hours because other people who stream do this. I like sleep and food. I needed a proper dinner and I needed to get sleep. But yeah, like Matt Mercia hopped in voice chat with us, and the critters rolled out like Voltron.
Oh yeah, they did.
And then one of my contacts at Twitch got us front page, and it just snowballed. We had front page if we wanted till 8 p.m. my time. And then Matt started going, if you hit X goal, I will sing something from Hamilton. I will cosplay from Cats and do a song from Cats. And foolish me was like, sure, I'll sing with my friends, thinking that there's no way we'd hit $20,000. Because in a month of fundraising, I didn't get that far on St. Jude. And I figured people love St. Jude. It's something they can do. It was struggle bus to get to where we were. And then it was happy chaos. And when that stream was over, because I stayed on voice with some friends. And once my food got here and I ate, I sat down and just had a really, really long cry, because for a very long time, I had no faith in people and the state of the world with everything that's going on, having curfews in the city I grew up in, and seeing people beaten and losing eyes and just all the things that we're going through. And it was just, it was ridiculous. And then also the gift subs that rolled in, and it was just overwhelming, because that's not what I did it for. And like Brandon, I streamed last night and we tipped 2,000 subscribers. I didn't know what to do with myself. It's overwhelming. Crazy. I'm sorry, I'm getting choked up now. But again, it's not what I did it for. It just, it helped reinforce that people are sometimes good. You know?
Yeah, I feel that same exact way. Like, it was so crazy because when I work for a PR company that does stuff with video games. So I had a meeting with Tanya that day, and she went to go stream, but I had no idea what was going on. And then like people started like tweeting about it. I was like, wait, Tanya was in this meeting with me like 2 seconds ago. Now she's streaming and she's like raised all this money. But when I saw it, I made sure to like share with everybody because it was amazing. That stream was really, I had people coming in and talking about it. Like that was like, I think that is a moment in Twitch history that deserves to be talked about. And Tanya, you should feel very proud of yourself because you have done a lot. You know, you've done a lot for me. You've done a lot for the community. You've done a lot for POC, for the LGBT community. You've done just so many great things in this world. I just want to let you know that you have changed a lot of lives by just being doing your thing. You know, it was such a amazing thing to see.
Seriously, my hat is off to you for that incredible effort. And what is the guy? 283K as of about 24 hours ago. Is that not what has it gone up since then? Do you know what the current total is?
We broke 300,000 while we were playing
Rival,
while we were doing Rivals. It's at 300,904, and that's the team across all streamers.
Oh my God. That's insane.
And I boosted my personal goal to 175,000, but no matter what, when I stream again, I'm going to raise money for Chicago Community Bond Fund because I'm born and raised in Chicago. Also doing that.
Couple of pieces of housekeeping to take care of. First of all, speaking of large numbers, we did rotate around to the very front of the Twitch front page. So our numbers have exploded. We're looking at about 4,000 people watching us right now, which is very nice for a Sunday afternoon.
Hello, friends.
To all of you, to all of the new viewers that have just showed up at Twitch TV. What the hell is this on the front page? This is Animal Talking, the world's first virtual late night talk show that is produced and broadcast from entirely inside a video game, Nintendo's Animal Crossing. You can go check us out at youtube.com/GWitty. You can see the entire archive of season 1 there. Season 2 is coming up very, very soon. We have some big guests coming up on the show. Sting is going to be performing live on the show. In season 2, we've got some really, really big guests. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez will be coming on the show in July. We're very excited about that as well. But for right now, what we're doing is raising money, as so many people are right now, raising money for various charities and organizations. We're raising money for colorofchange.org. That's an organization that campaigns for racial justice and racial equality, something that America and the world clearly could use a lot more of right now. And here's the good news. We broke we hit it. We hit the target, $10,145. We are through our goal. Let me just shout out some contributors here, because there's been a lot. Rihanna Manuel again, Peter Schuler, $20, Shelby Sequin, $30, Critical Distance, $200, Donovan of Cherry Grove, $50, Zen Like a Cat, $50, Yubi, $50, Robert Fergus, $100, Dan Gosley, $100, Insafe, $25, Ryan, $20, Anonymous, $5, Davey K Media, $50, Chloe K, $5, Miss Envy, $1, Matt Allen, $2, On the Massacre, $20, Melchbox 20, Chromekite 50, Jerry's 5, Anonymous 20, J Brooks Dev 20, Talia Marai $20, Red Cosplay standing by, I like that name, $20, Sarah $25, and Alice Anna Street $50. I believe that's another donation from Alice Anna Street, $10,145. We are through, which means the Danny Trejo DLC is locked in. You're going to be getting that at some point very soon. Now it's all gravy. Now it's a question of how much, we don't cap out there. The number keeps growing. As you said, Tanya's fundraiser started with a very modest goal of $500. They ended up making about $300,000. So I don't think we're going to hit anything like that. That's like an all-time effort. But we made the goal. We did what we came here to do. $10,145. You can add to that number. I will continue to call out by name every single person who donates on the stream, even if it's only $1. Exclamation point donate in the chat if you want to go be taken directly to the page that will allow you to donate to colorofchange.org. So this is all very, very wonderful. Brandon,
yeah,
I've got another clip of yours here that I want to show.
Okay.
And it's
I forget which one it is.
It's just 15 seconds of you dancing, and it's
God.
It's such a joyous moment that I just want to share it with everyone here on the stream. Here we go. Could watch that on repeat all day. But perfect time, a very celebratory. I mean, what a perfect time to play that clip. Actually, as we broke our donation goal, now at 10,170. Cyber Bunny with a $25 donation. That was fun to see, and I got as someone who has been streaming for not very long, but it's been an interesting hobby to learn about, like how to make your stream look good, how to use lights and cameras, and how to get good sound. And this whole animal talking project has been, trying to build a talk show outside of out of shoestring and duct tape has been a really fun hobby project. Tell me about your stream. You got like 4 monitors here and all kinds of lights and cool cameras. Tell me about all the bells and whistles on your stream and how that's evolved since you've started.
Yeah, I started off streaming with a laptop and XSplit and a capture card I had, and it was obviously not the greatest, but it got me streaming. And like over the years, like I was working full time and also streaming on the side, so I was kind of like collected things over the years just to kind of have a combination of all my setup together. I just moved about 2 months ago to this apartment, so like for some reason I just felt like this is the time to have like one of the best like PC setup rooms I've ever always dreamed of. So I kind of went ham and went a little crazy with it, and I've been using like old stuff I don't currently use anymore. So like I have my old webcams like hooked up to the back of my door, so that's when y'all saw the top shot up there. It's like a little clip that's on my door. I have another camera that's on the right side. I try to do it for like funny effect though, because I do a lot of zoom in stuff like when people are like just trying to be funny with me. So that's how I do it. And I just bought like cheap lights from Amazon, and I don't know. When it comes to the whole setup thing, I dream about what I want it to look like, and then I just go a little ham. And all this stuff is kind of cheap when I have it all like set up online. But I would definitely say my setup is something I'm super proud of, and it's something I've worked on for years, and it's just a constant reminder of how far I've come as a streamer. And looking at like older pictures at my old setup and knowing like how it was before and where it is at now. It's great. Like I went a little crazy. I bought an arcade machine. So I'm gonna have a Mortal Kombat arcade machine behind me. So it's like literally sitting on the side of me. So after we do this call, I'll be setting up an arcade machine in this room. So we're stuck in quarantine, and I can't go anywhere. So I figured why not like set this room up to be like one of the greatest experiences I would have in my own house.
Well, my compliments to you. It really does look great. Like I said, even before we decided to have you on the show, Kate and I have been going back and forth for the last week or so, lusting after your stream and going how to like that that bokeh. That for anyone who's not familiar with the term bokeh, BOK, It's basically that kind of depth of field effect where the background looks really pleasingly out of focus and it creates this kind of very cinematic framing. And you can't get that with a web camera. You basically need like a DSLR or a mirrorless camera to create that. And that's not cheap. Kate and I have been saying, like, why doesn't Logitech or Elgato or someone come out with like a really high-end, out-of-the-box streaming camera that can give you that quality of visual without, because like in order to, I was talking to my friend Felicia about getting, because she has a similar setup, but like you got to buy the camera, you got to research the lenses, you need a dummy battery, you need an Elgato Cam Link thing. There's no easy way to get a camera that looks as good as yours. I don't know why someone hasn't addressed that yet, but in the meantime, you have to really jump through some hoops to get a stream that's that good looking.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's why I tell people, like, be prepared if you want to do all this stuff. It's going to be pretty expensive, but that's why I never did all this stuff all at once. But yeah, like my stream, like I love house music. That's one thing I've like, you know, I go out and I listen to it. It's like it's in my blood. I'm from Chicago, so that's what the thing is. So I've been incorporating a lot of the music that I listen to like onto my stream now. So that's why I've set up my room to, you know, look very glowy, look like a nightclub at one point, because it just kind of gives me that feeling of like excitement and energized. And I've now like gotten a few viewers who have never heard of house music ever, and they enjoy it because they're like, whoa, I've never have heard it before. And so one thing I'm actually starting actually tonight is I'm going to be featuring some of my favorite DJs on my channel. We're calling it the House of Quarantine, where people can come and listen to house music for 2 hours. And if they want to tip the DJs, because they're all some of them are out of work because of COVID, they could tip the DJs, or they could tip to a charity that we'll be doing that for. But I'm just trying to bring the best parts that I've always enjoyed about life into trying to help out other people. So yeah, I
love it. Tanya, you also sent over a short clip. I asked you for just like send me like a clip that like is like a good just guide to like a 30-second so like the kind of thing that we would see on your stream, and you sent over this clip. I'm pulling it up right now. Let me just get it into full screen mode here. This is you playing Animal Crossing. Let me pull this up real quick, and we will go over here and take a quick look at what's happening currently on your Animal Crossing.
I don't know why I keep wanting to see a living room. Oh wow, my island looks so different now. Maybe I'll open the island for visitors. Maybe I'll go visit people. Roses. People were super kind, but then I had 3 days of rain. They do, don't they? I mean, it is a Nintendo game. Do you have any gold roses, Blue Jay?
So you've got. It looks like you got really nice. You've got the gold roses. You've got some really cool stuff happening over there. I gotta ask you though about what is the deal with these money trees? Like you gotta take the bells off those trees. They're just sitting there. You're leaving all this money on the table.
Look, that's my parachute. It's my inner Jeff Bezos. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, just between you and me, don't let Mary Kish on your island. I don't know if you know if you're familiar with Mary Kish from Twitch or what happened, but she stole all of my money. She she came on the show. She was a very nice guest, and then after she left, I said, feel free to explore my island and go pick some flowers. I was very nice to her. I extended her the hand of friendship, and she saw that I had some money trees that hadn't yet been harvested. She took my money and then bragged about it on my message board. She shook my bells.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
And she still hasn't. She's completely unrepentant about it. No hint of an apology. I'm not happy about it.
Did she tell you? Gary?
What's that?
Oh,
you broke up for a second there.
Did she ring your bell?
Did she ring my bell? She took my bells.
The bell. It was a bad attempt at a joke.
I'm sure it was a funny joke. I just have no sense of humor about this because like I take it very seriously. My bells, my turnips. I don't like people messing with them. And she broke one of the cardinal rules of my island, and she and I have got a lot. And she's put me on the front page, and it's been very nice. But until the bell issue is resolved, there's not much more I can say about it. Let me ask you this. What is currently going on your Animal Crossing island? Do you have a 5-star island? Is that something you're aspiring towards? Like, what are your goals for your Animal Crossing life?
To get a 5-star island, but like many Animal Crossing players, I've asked Isabel, and it's either you have clutter and it's like one thing laying on the ground that she complains about, or it's like decorate, and I'm like, I don't know what else I can put on this island. Like, I put a bamboo grove. There's a place to go watch. I got a moon on my island. What more do you want from me, little dog woman? You and this glass of bourbon that you drink every morning. What can I do to appease you to get that last star?
You know, the algorithm in terms of like how Animal Crossing decides if you're worthy of a 5-star rating seems very murky to me. Like, it's not clear at all what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
No, and you know, I struggled to get that 3 stars so I could get KK Slider to just show up on my island. And if you play the game, part of me, like, I should have found the clip where I was so mad once I discovered Tom Nook has had his phone number all this time.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, you made me go through all this.
I don't really care about the status of having a 5-star. I know a lot of people are obsessed with it. I see it when I browse through the Animal Crossing category on Twitch. I see a lot of people like the titles are like 5-star island, like it's a big deal. I don't really care about the status. I would like that gold watering can though. Andrea was just bragging about that.
Yeah.
If I could leave one for you because I have one in my pocket.
Wait, what?
Hold on.
Oh wow.
Your house, so I will leave it outside.
Do you actually have it?
Yeah, we're in your house, so I can't drop it.
Let's go do it right now. I don't want to wait.
Do we do it? Okay, we got it.
Come with me.
I'll go too. Gonna wait?
Okay.
Oh my goodness,
I'm not going to wait because if you leave it outside, some Mary Kish type person's going to come by. No respect for my private property.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Did I just see Panda duck into the green room there to not get spotted? I think I did.
Oh my god.
That was very good of him. All right.
Be like,
okay. I'll meet you out here.
I've learned you can never come to my island.
Oh, and I actually have. That reminds me. I have a fancy violin that I need to give to Panda. I'm leaving it outside here for him. I promised him that violin. Okay, I gotta get it. Is that seriously the golden watering can? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is.
Oh.
I can't tell you how excited I am by this.
I can craft more golden axes. I cannot craft more gold watering cans, but I've got a bunch in my inventory at home.
I have a golden axe, so I'm happy to leave this for someone else who might.
I'll take it because I don't think I have one.
Take it.
I do not have one. Okay, I might have to drop something here because I have too much stuff in my pocket. So sorry if I clutter. My bad. I'm sorry.
You're gonna tell people to clear out their inventories before they come over here.
Right. Okay, I got it.
Okay, what did you just drop there? Some wallpaper? What is that? Laboratory wall.
I don't even know what it is.
I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, let's go. Okay, back to the set. I shudder.
Right.
We've left Adam unsupervised down there, which worries me greatly.
Yeah, Brandon had shoes earlier.
Yeah, you have some shoes somewhere on your island. They're sandals.
We should tell Panda. I'm not in the same channel as him right now, but we should let Panda know that his fancy violin that we promised him is waiting outside for him if he wants to go outside the house and get it.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, back to the set. Oh my god, what has Adam turned into? He's turned into a samurai warrior. What's going on?
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
I mean, I can turn into a bear if you really want.
I would love that. Why wouldn't I want to see that?
I'll send this. I'll come. I can't sit down.
Oh, that's right. You can't.
Oh, there you go.
You can't grab your wand when you're sitting, which sounds really, really bad now that I said that out loud.
There you go. Perfect. Oh,
I'm
nice.
A bear.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Now we've got matching bears.
Oh god. I don't have the little face though.
You don't have the little snout. You need the nose.
But I'm a bear.
That's a very adorable outfit. I like that a lot. That's very cute.
Although, what's 75 degrees here?
It doesn't work quite so well on Adam.
Aw.
He can't quite pull it off. That's all right.